It's surprising, or it was surprising to majority of legal personalities to see children being tried in court as regular persons. And we, after the trial, we heard our colleague telling the world that those persons are not children; they are adults. They are. Some of them are fathers. Some of them are parents, and so many said so many things that one begins to wonder whether we were seeing rightly, or I don't know what was being said there. But let's go looking at the issue at this, as it were. The issue they were charged with, the offense they were charged with is treason and treasonable felony. Why is it that in this country sometimes we take things out of context and we pick it the way it suits us? Treason in itself is an offense when you commit an offense against the territorial integrity and sovereignty of a state. When you challenge the territorial integrity and sovereignty of a state, then you will say you have committed treason. Because these children paraded the Russian flag on the protest day, on the day they were complaining, on the day they were crying and saying, we have not eaten, we are hungry. They paraded the Russian flag. You say they have committed treason. Assume, but not consider that was the case. What happened to those ministers of government, informal governments, and even some of the ones we still have, and those persons who go and enter into contracts, or who are contracted by this nation to go and contract with other nations on our behalf? And they go, we've seen ministers, Festus Keyamo, for example, was telling Nigerians on air how the former minister of aviation entered into a contract on behalf of this nation that basically sold us. It basically made us look like slaves before that other nation. Is that not treason? We've seen many types of government contracts entering into that put this nation under servitude before other nation, that put our territorial integrity in crisis, in question before other nation. But nobody is raising issue of treason when it comes to such matters. Nobody challenges them for treason. Nobody say, oh, this man has done anything wrong. We've not seen any one of them facing trial for treason. But when you see little children who are hungry, crying out and say, oh, we are hungry, please find food for us. Then, for heaven's sake, these children don't know the meaning of treason. They don't even know what treason is. They don't know what they were doing. The only thing they do that day is that they are hungry wherever the food will come from. If it will come from Russia, if it will come from the military, if the food will come from anywhere at all, anywhere on earth, as long as they eat, that's all they're asking for. What you do with such people, you rehabilitate them, take good care of them, and make them useful to society. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse to commit a crime. What about politicians that commit the same crime? Why are we picking on one set and leaving the other set? Since ignorance of the law is not an excuse to commit crime, those who have been committing these crimes before now, the politician, like I just mentioned just now, we have people we pay to say, go and enter into contracts on behalf of this nation with another nation. We have the P&ID contract. We've not forgotten that contract. It was Nigerians that went and entered into that contract on behalf of this nation with foreign entities, and they sold us cheaply to those entities that we had to now go and spend billions of naira again to cancel those contracts in foreign courts. Well, they don't Nigerians, where are they? Are we trying them for treason? Is that not treason in the highest sense? When you go outside and sell your nation, and you sold your nation for cheap article, for cheap dollars, and put in your pocket, is that not treason? Why is it that we now pick these little ones, those ones who cannot defend themselves, who have no one to speak for them, and we now say this is the one that is treason? These are the ones we now want to punish. If you want to make an example of somebody, make an example of the big ones so that the little ones will not dare it. That's how to make an example. You don't make it in this nation. What we do, we look for the little man to make an example of. Meanwhile, the big man is there parading himself with his crime, publicizing his crime publicly in open space, and nothing is happening to him. But we look for the little man and say, yes, this is the one we make an example of. It's time we drop that system, because it won't take us anywhere. I can assure you that if we continue like this to punish little people, the little ones will get angry someday, and by far they are by far at number, at majority the other guys.
Okay.